Hello, my name is Erick Otchere, and right now I want to talk about the idea of making money in a Susu. So, I get questions about what is a Susu, and, usually after that it's, well, what if somebody takes the money? And following that question is usually, can I make money in a Susu? The answer is yes. Now, this isn't an idea that is overnight success or making money overnight or quick cash or anything like that. This isn't the formula to success. This is a savings concept first and foremost. So you're in this Susu ultimately to save money. But with the idea of saving money, there comes opportunities to create opportunities to make money. So there's opportunities to create opportunities. I guess to start off with, let's just, how to make money in a Susu. So the basic two ways, there's multiple ways, but I just want to cover the two basic ways that money can be made in a Susu. First, fees. Usually the main type of fee is a late fee or a penalty. My spelling again. Late fee or penalty. And the second concept is sales. So, fees and sales ultimately are the main two ways to make money in a Susu. Again, there's other ways, but that can get a little bit more complicated. So let's just focus on the two basic ideas. The most basic being the fee, late fee. So we talked about withholding money before, and that helps to kind of give the group a sense of responsibility and accountability. So if you're late, the money that's being withheld is kind of used to make sure that the person who is late has kind of already has there's a fund already prepared to ensure that if somebody is late, that the group has retained some form of that late fee. Now the catch to this is that fee can be dispersed to the members of the group who are not late, who are on time. Since in a sense the Susu itself, the group itself, the idea of the group is not holding on to anybody's money, it's not retaining money, but the people in the group are essentially benefiting from somebody being late. So that is a way to earn money in the Susu. Now it kind of sounds a little, I guess you could say, bad for the person who's late, or you're taking advantage of me being late. Well, yeah, we're taking advantage of you being late, but you shouldn't be late. You made a commitment to the group, you should stick to that commitment, and you should deposit your money or contribute your money on time so that you don't have to worry about being late. And it's only fair that the money is not held on into some, pot that nobody gets to touch and only the person, the banker or the person who's distributing the money has access to. No, it immediately gets distributed to everybody who is on time. So that's a basic way for someone to make money in a Susu off of late fees. Sales. Now this is kind of have to get to explain in a couple of the concepts to, I guess, break this into a more understandable idea. When you're deciding the order of the Susu, when you start to decide who's going to get the money and when they're going to get the money, there's different ways to go about that. One of the ways, it could be a lottery where you randomly pull names out of a hat, or it could be first come, first serve. Either way it goes, deciding the order is important to deciding how you're going to be able to mitigate the sailing of the payouts or the spots, the time when people get their full payout or the lump sums. So obviously the person who goes first has the most valuable spot. So what you can do is have an auction, and this auction can take place at the beginning, right before the first person gets their pay. I'll just write that down, auction. That's terrible, terrible writing. Anyway, this can be something that the group participates in before the cycle or the duration of the Susu actually begins, and people can earn money off of their spots. You can start with a minimum sale price, and that can be a percentage, for example, 5%. The minimum can be based on the idea that you've already mapped out the withholds and how much money will be held back from each spot. So you know the top spot ultimately is going to get less than the subsequent spots. However, it is the top spot, so it could have the highest sale percentage, and you can decrease that sale percentage down to 0 as you get towards the end of the cycle. So it kind of evens it out, it makes it fair and balances it out. And the person who makes the sale can earn some money, obviously, and the person who buys a spot, they get to be in the spot that they wanted to be in. They paid a little extra. They ultimately do lose a little money, but they get the spot that they wanted. They get to move up in the cycle or process, or move down if that's what they prefer. They could have a birthday later on in the duration, and they want to move their payout to somewhere closer to their birthday, and they can make a sale that way. They could also make a sale that way where they're in a lower spot and somebody wants to move into their spot, and they sell their spot for whatever that minimum is. So that's I believe the two basic ways to make money. So like I said, there's multiple ways to make money in a Susu. This isn't the only way to make money in a Susu, but these are the two basic ways that stand out, and they are not ways that the Susu makes money off of anybody. So you're not collecting a fee on someone's payout. So if you don't buy a spot or you're never late or anything, you get in what you put in. You get out what you put in. It's not that you lose any money. These are opportunities just to make money on the Susu, where there's liquidity. There's the exchange of resources, the exchange of funds going back and forth. So yes, you can make money in the Susu. These are two basic ways. Again, my name is Erick Otchere. If you have any questions or want to discuss, just reach out to me in the comments, and